What's up? What's up? What's up? How y'all doing out there? Y'all know what time it is. It is your boy, Easy Work Boxing, baby. I am back. You heard me. About to hit you everywhere, but under your feet with this one. Please like, comment, and subscribe to the channel. About to talk about the sport that we love. Boxing. As usual. You know what I'm saying. Even though I talk about more than boxing, but I gotta talk about this fight coming up, and like I said, it's found out some surprises. A lot of stuff that was going on with Luiz Ortiz. I'm finding out now that Luiz Ortiz really ain't the guy that we think he is. And I got to be truthful about it. There's one thing about being a man. If you can't come back and say you was wrong or you was sorry about a situation, you ain't no man to me. You know what I'm saying? And it's got, yeah, I know I went back to the drawing board. Easy for to come back, baby. Predictions going down. Good predictions. Also, if anybody know a booking site or you got a bookie or anything like that where I could play, spend or try to make me some bets, let me know. Or if anybody want to bet on this fight, I'm gonna give you the best breakdown ever. And I gotta tell y'all, I gotta change what I was going for. Now we gotta give a shout out to both of these fighters. What's up with your free mind? Both of these fighters, Luiz Ortiz and Andrew Ruiz, for giving us a hell of a fight. Um, this is a good fight at heavyweight. Top caliber opponents fighting each other. Luiz Ortiz fought Wilder. We all know about Ruiz. He has fought Anthony Joshua. He's fought uh, Parker, Joseph Parker. Who else? He's fought. Well, he doesn't really have that many big names on his resume either, but he has fought the likes of those fighters, and also Luiz Ortiz. His only two losses is to Deontay Wilder. So you have to give these two dudes credit. They risk their lives to give us entertainment, y'all. So let's give them a stand of applause. Okay, now we got to go into this fight. First when it comes down to Luiz Ortiz, we don't know, how old Luiz Ortiz really is. Now, they say Luiz Ortiz is, what I'm saying, somewhere in between 41, 42 years old. Hey, I don't really know what it is. But at the end of the day, got to break this fight down. And then I'm going to tell you at the end of it who I'm going to go for and who I think is going to win. Okay? All right, we got Andy Ruiz. Andy Ruiz, former world champion, coming back from them with a loss of Anthony Joshua. He has fought since then, fought Chris Arreola, beat him. Now he coming back against a big challenger, like Luiz Ortiz. Now, he is 6'2", 74-inch reach, 34-2, 22 KOs. Now we can't forget the fact that he was over there with Eddie Reynoso now. That ain't being biased, that ain't being racist enough. I just speak the facts. He was over there with the little so-called quote-unquote steroid team. So, that I'm not saying that that's going to be a factor in the fight, but I'm just making people aware. Andrew Ruiz has never been busted, but, he did jump ship and just run over there. Now, Andrew Ruiz, people have to, Andrew Ruiz has to remember this. Andrew Ruiz, even though when I watched him, I was very surprised by a lot of stuff that I seen about Andrew Ruiz. Andrew Ruiz is really a deadly heavyweight, fast-handed. He move in the ring like a middleweight. He can move backwards. He's well-rounded. But I'm gonna break it down, and let y'all know what all he can do from what I saw. You got to remember this too. No matter how good he is, no matter how fast he is, fast-handed he is as a heavyweight, he did get outboxed by AJ. Okay, he did get outboxed by AJ. So when he's going against a former Cuban superstar amateur, this guy can box. Luiz Ortiz is a special fighter. But let's go back to okay. He's explosive. Andrew Ruiz, if you're in close quarters with Andrew Ruiz, he stays close. He likes to come in, throwing a jab, and he likes to shoot the jab to the body a lot. Also with that jab to the body, he can also be countered. I saw him get countered by Arreola when he was trying to throw the jab to the body, and Arreola came down with a chopping right hand and caught him. Doesn't waste any punches. Andrew Ruiz does not waste punches. When he comes in and he's doing a head movement, he's coming in slow. He throwing to the body. He don't come in just throwing punches for no reason. So that's another thing. He's fast-handed, has power. He can knock you out. I don't think he has one punch power, but he has accumulation power, which means, he hits you with a whole bunch of punches. 9 times out of 10, you going down against Andrew Ruiz. He proved that against Anthony Joshua when he did beat Anthony Joshua the first time. The great chin of Andrew Ruiz. That's a major factor in this fight. That's a major factor. It has to be. I've seen Andrew Ruiz get stunned, especially in the Chris Arreola fight and in other fights, and this man still gets up. This man still gets up and comes back to the ring, fight. I mean, well, he don't have to get up or anything. Well, he has been down before, but I've seen him get up from punches. I've seen him take a lot of hooks and sharp punches, and Andrew Ruiz keeps on coming. So one thing we got to remember is that chin about Andrew Ruiz. Now, one thing about Andrew Ruiz, after he throws his right hand, there will always mostly be a left hook behind it. If he throws his right hand, if he comes in, jabs, he hooks it, 9 times out of 10, he'll do one of them by himself. But if he throws a right hand, it's usually a left hook to come behind. And he's very fundamental with his jab. He comes behind his jab a lot. And that's a jab to the body. He also switches up his jab to the body with a fake, like he's throwing a jab to the body and hits you in the stomach with his right hand. So he's a body puncher as a heavyweight. Andrew Ruiz can box to be a heavyweight. A lot of heavyweights can't really box. Andrew Ruiz can actually box fast-handed. I wouldn't say Andrew Ruiz is a counter puncher. I've seen him counter punch people, like people miss, and he's been able to hit opponents, but I've never seen him really just stand out and try to just counter punch all day. That's not Andrew Ruiz's game plan. He has good reaction time to be a big guy, also from his foot movement as well. By reaction time, I mean when someone throws a punch, he moves real well. He can jump back very fast to be a big dude. I don't know what type of sneakers he eating. Them must be dyed sneakers. Because for him to be a big dude, this dude is a deadly heavyweight, man. He reminds me of David Tua from back in the day. If y'all don't know about David Tua, y'all need to go check him out. Tua was a hell of a fighter back in the day, in the era with Lennox Lewis and them, short fighter, heavyweight, had fast hands, powerful. Andrew Ruiz kind of reminds me of him. Let me see. Another thing that he throws a lot. Andrew Ruiz throws the jab, right hand, and left hook a lot. He throws the jab, right hand, left hook a lot. He loves that combination. He will throw it all night, and he loves the left hook coming behind any right hand, like I just said. Now, going against Luiz Ortiz, a southpaw, I haven't really seen Andrew Ruiz fight any southpaws. I tried to look on the highlights and things like that, which I don't think will really make a difference because he's fast. And I seen him on a clip. What clip was that? I just saw on Boxing Premier Champions where he was working out, for getting prepared for this fight, and I already see that he's throwing the straight right hand very fast, very hard, which he's gonna need to against Luiz Ortiz. He gonna have to do that. Now, what else? See if I'm missing anything. Oh, another question. The question is, can Ruiz really fight backing up? I say he got good movement jumping back. And I really seen this as I started watching. I wrote this earlier as I wrote it down, about him jumping backwards and in and out. Andrew Ruiz can move around the ring very well. He can fight going backwards. And not only does he not just go backwards straight, he knows how to go backwards and from side to side. He never backs up for real going in a straight line. And he can box moving backwards. I didn't know that about Andrew Ruiz from his fighting style. He always comes forward. So I was expecting him, to come forward on opponents a lot. What else? Okay, this is Luiz Ortiz. Now, it's a lot going on about Luiz Ortiz. All right, so Luiz Ortiz. Now, like I said, we don't know his age, so of course, younger fighter will be Andrew Ruiz. From what I understand, Luiz Ortiz probably like 44, 46 years old. Don't nobody really know. Now, Luiz Ortiz is 33-2, 28 KOs. He is 6'4" with a 78-inch reach, which means the advantage of the reach will be going to Luiz Ortiz. All right, and the height advantage will be going to him. And I think Luiz Ortiz will be heavier than Andrew Ruiz too. And Luiz Ortiz looks very big and solid upstairs. That's where they say he got a lot of punch power. Like I said, I found out about the so-called Boogeyman Luiz Ortiz. But Luiz Ortiz, only 2 losses is to Deontay Wilder, as we all know. He's powerful, Luiz Ortiz, he has knockouts, 28 knockouts. They, he knocking people. He got some power somewhere to knock out 28 people. Uh, Luiz Ortiz is an accurate puncher, counter puncher. Luiz Ortiz, he's the same as, almost as Andy Ruiz. He does not waste punches. He does not throw punches for no reason. When he throws a punch, it's to land and to hurt you. Slower than Andy Ruiz. Got to remember that too. He's very much slower than Andy Ruiz. Like I said, him being in his age range from where we don't know it, that's a major going to be a disadvantage for him going against Andy Ruiz, a fighter who's fast-handed, and also Andy Ruiz has great stamina. Now, I've seen Luiz Ortiz, he go certain rounds with other fighters. I haven't really seen him do a lot of 12-round decision fights, so I can't really say whether he'll gas out or not. But I have seen Andy Ruiz go 12 rounds, several times. I've seen him knock out opponents. He always looks like he's in shape to be a big dude, which is crazy because I rarely see him tired. And even when it does look like he's slowing down, his hands are still very fast. Now, Luiz Ortiz is very much experienced in the sport of boxing. Luiz Ortiz gets a lot of this credit as he's known as the Cuban superstar. He's the baddest Cuban that ever did it at heavyweight and in the amateurs. That's not true. There is another fighter who he also was at a tournament with, and the guy got a gold medal. He's a Cuban heavyweight, and he's younger than Luiz Ortiz. His name is Salinas or something like that, but he's a heavyweight if I ain't mistaken. But the story has been told that Luiz Ortiz is actually this big threat and this big, boogeyman, and that everybody's afraid to fight him. And if you really go and check out Luiz Ortiz's resume of people, a lot of fighters that are past their prime, he fought, a lot of nobody journeymen that he fought. And then every time Luiz Ortiz, which I wrote down, every time Luiz Ortiz has stepped up, every time he stepped up to the plate to championship level, he's lost. And those 2 times were only against Deontay Wilder, but he lost both of those times. So just doesn't mean anything, not taking anything away from Luiz Ortiz, but when he stepped up to the plate, fought twice and fought better competition, not older men who are journeymen, he was knocked out twice. Now, like I said, he has over 300 and something. I'm not saying he's not an amateur superstar, like he's never fought in the amateurs, nobody knows. Yes, he's fought a lot of fights, over 300 some fights in the amateurs. I got to tell y'all straight up like this, and this is what it's going to be. The best chance Luiz Ortiz has in this fight against Andy Ruiz is the fact that when fighters are smaller than Luiz Ortiz or close to his size, Luiz Ortiz will attack early. He will attack early. Both of these fighters like to come forward, especially Andy Ruiz. I think the person who will really determine who will win this fight is the person who sets ring dominance, who goes and stands in front of them first and pushes them back. That's the person I think will be the real dictator of this fight. Now, also when it comes to this fight, when it comes to Luiz Ortiz, he has to start early against Andy Ruiz. I think Luiz Ortiz will tire out in the later rounds due to his age. Like I said, we don't know how old he is. No disrespect to him, but I think his stamina will be a problem. The only chance that he has is to get an early knockout against a fast-handed, fast-footed Andy Ruiz. If he does not knock out Andy Ruiz later, also his punch output is very little. Okay, Luiz Ortiz barely throws punches. He's a counter puncher. Luiz Ortiz loves to wait and draw you out with a punch so he can counter you. Andy Ruiz is a fast-handed boxer. So Andy Ruiz comes forward and throws jabs to the body. He will be creating an offense a lot in this fight. And due to the fact of Luiz Ortiz's, he doesn't put out enough punch output to beat Andy Ruiz, y'all. He's going to sit there and he's going to try his best if he doesn't knock out Andy Ruiz in the first earlier rounds, Andy Ruiz going to take him in deep waters and drown him, y'all. He's going to stop him later on in the rounds. That's basically all finna happen. Now, I was going for Luiz Ortiz at first until I started examining the fight for myself, and I seen more cons going towards Luiz Ortiz. Now, Luiz Ortiz is powerful. They really, You know what I'm saying? Like I seen in the video I saw, we say that Luiz Ortiz is powerful, but this the same dude that had Deontay Wilder hurt like hell in the first fight and couldn't even get him out of there. But yeah, we say he got all this power. Now, it takes power to hurt somebody to have Wilder to hurt the way he did, but we can say now that he doesn't have finishing power. He had Deontay Wilder wobbling around the ring for 2 minutes and couldn't get him out of there. You know what I'm saying? But you know, but basically, and this is why I'm saying that the only chances that Luiz Ortiz has against Andrew Ruiz is to stop him early, because if he goes into later rounds, he's gonna get drowned. The reason I'm saying that is because I don't think that Luiz Ortiz will be able to do the things that's necessary to beat Andrew Ruiz, and this is what I think you need to do to beat Andrew Ruiz. For one, movement frustrates Andrew Ruiz. That was in the Anthony Joshua fight in the second fight. Andrew Ruiz does not like the fight his competition to move around the ring on him. It frustrates him. It pisses him off. It makes him mad. Luiz Ortiz is not a fighter that moves around the ring well. He doesn't move around the ring a lot. He likes to stand there in front of you. That's another reason that I feel that Luiz Ortiz will possibly get hurt in this fight or beat in this fight, is because he stands there. He doesn't move. He doesn't work off angles. The only thing that Luiz Ortiz really does is try to put his right foot on the outside of an orthodox fighter, where he traps them so he can throw a left-handed straight or counter them with a left-handed punch, which is smart because it leaves them stuck in a position they can't move when his leg is behind. So, you know, Luiz Ortiz, you know, he got the skills to pay the bill, like, but he ain't what people think he is. He's not that boogeyman and that one-punch knockout quitter hitter, especially going against a dude like Andrew Ruiz with a chin like Andrew Ruiz, y'all. It's not going to go the way people think. I think the only chance that he has, like I said, is early rounds. Now, this is what you're going to have to do. Well, this is what he will have to do to beat Andrew Ruiz. To beat Andrew Ruiz, catch him opening up. You rarely gonna hit Andrew Ruiz a lot because his legs are so fast to be a big heavyweight, and most heavyweights are so slow. He can jump in and out so fast on you. You see what I'm saying? He can, as you throw in a punch, like I say, his reaction time is so fast, his legs so fast. The only way you're gonna really catch him is by opening up, because he's a small heavyweight. Andrew Ruiz is a dangerous heavyweight, y'all. Fast-handed, he's smart, he got good defense. I done seen him roll up under punches, slide out of punch, duck punch. Andrew Ruiz is hell. I'm telling y'all, when I was watching him, I couldn't believe that I forgot about his talent, how I counted him out. I was actually going for Luiz Ortiz for stoppage. But, you know, I had to break the fight down and go look at some footage, like I said. Now, he has to catch him opening up. Move in and out of distance. Andrew Ruiz, which, what I mean by move in and out of distance is, after you throw your punches, the best thing for you to do is move back, because Andrew Ruiz is going to come with a jab, and sometimes he'll triple jab, you know, double jab and come in on you. After you come in and you land your shots, best thing you do is you need to be moving and working off angles with Andrew Ruiz. Do not stand there with Andrew Ruiz, because if he come close to you, them fast hands going to get thrown. He's going to throw 4, 5, 6 punches if he get close to you. The best thing for you to do, create your distance, jab, work off your jab, work off angles, keep moving back, step forward, create your offense. You grab and clinch. You grab and clinch Andrew Ruiz. You do not box with him. You do not stand close with him. His hands are too fast for most heavyweights. If you stand there and you think you're going to get clipped by one punch. So the best thing for the opponents of Andrew Ruiz to do, he come in, grab, clinch. You're going to frustrate the hell out of him. That's how you take Andrew Ruiz out the fight. Push him back early. Make Andrew Ruiz understand that he's not dictating the pace of the fight like he normally does. Andrew Ruiz is going to walk you down majority of the fight. I think that one of the best shots that Luiz Ortiz has is to push Andrew Ruiz back early, try to dominate early, and relax in the later rounds and just box Andrew Ruiz. But Luiz Ortiz should not let Andrew Ruiz come out and dictate, you know what I'm saying, ring generalship on him and push him back. Because I think that I think that Luiz Ortiz is gonna fade in the later rounds. I think he's gonna fade in later rounds. He gonna need to be rested. So I think he should start early. That's the only chance he has of beating him, and I don't think he's gonna adapt like that. Luiz Ortiz is not really a clincher. You know, he's really a head hunter. He doesn't go to the body for real. And Ruiz goes to the body. He sucks the air at you with them straight body punches, them jabs. Luiz Ortiz being taller is also an advantage and a disadvantage because going against Andrew Ruiz, by him being a shorter fighter, he know how to come in up under you. He know how to go inside on you. So it's gonna be a dangerous fight for going on. But I'm going for Andrew Ruiz, late round stoppage, 10th round stoppage, y'all. 10th, 9th round stoppage, Andrew Ruiz. I'm gonna go with the 10th or the 9th, because that's when Luiz Ortiz really started tiring out about this 8th. After the 7th round, Luiz Ortiz, he ain't King Kong no more. He a little monk on a tree after that. You know what I'm saying? He tires out after that. So I was wrong, y'all, with my prediction about that. I was going for Luiz Ortiz. I was going off the hype of the name, Boogeyman, this, that, and the other. But once you break it down and you realize, you know, the level of the competition, who both of these fighters have fought, and you go look at Luiz Ortiz and you find out the truth about Luiz Ortiz, like the fact that, and I got to give a shout out to D-Town Blaster, one of my subscribers. He was on months ago and he told me this. People are calling Luiz Ortiz the Boogeyman, but he ducked the fight with Joe Joyce. He ducked the fight with Anthony Joshua for $5 million. Who else did he duck a fight from? He ducked a fight from Dillian White, where Dillian White had been chasing him for a long time. And see, I was wrong. That's one of the things I had to come back on and tell y'all that I was wrong about. I was caught up in the fact of thinking that Deontay Wilder, when he told Dillian White that he would face him, that Dillian White didn't actually try to go fight Luiz Ortiz. But Dillian White has 3 times tried to fight Luiz Ortiz, and every time Luiz Ortiz turned it down. Not only that, in a Joshua fight, they offered him $5 million, one of his biggest payday yet. He turned that down and said he wanted more. So basically, he ducked. So D-Town, I'm sorry, my brother, I was wrong about that. Yeah, Luiz Ortiz ain't what we think he is. He ain't the hype man. And also this, I was finna forget this. Also, steroids. Luiz Ortiz when he fought Wilder. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Y'all know we're gonna keep it a buck on this channel. Ain't nobody's talk. Steroid user. Y'all remember that blood pressure medicine he said he was using? The masking agent that Deontay Wilder told the public, blood pressure medicine is a masking agent for steroids or PED usage. Oh yeah, Mr. What's his name? King Kong was on steroids, juicing. Got caught twice. We forgot about that though, then. Yeah, now. I said something about Andrew Ruiz because he over there with Ed Reynoso and them, and y'all know they eat meat and, you know, everything happen over there. They tea, meat and tea, you know what they doing over there. So I ain't accusing Andrew. I'm just saying he over there with the meat and tea people. And you know what happens when you over there with the meat and tea people. You know, all of a sudden they start getting busted. And I don't understand how rich dudes who got all this money, you know what I'm saying, keep going to eat at the same places they getting them busted and they drinking tea and eating, you know, taco meat and getting, you know, I don't understand. You got too much money to me. Well, I'm going for Luiz Ortiz. I want to bet on this fight. I will bet on this fight against anybody. If anybody got a different prediction and they want to prove me wrong, hey, put your wages up, put your money up, man. I need some money anyway. I got a lot of off days. They doing me wrong. So I'm willing to bet. I think this fight going to be this Sunday, if I ain't mistaken. I didn't know it was going to be on a Sunday. But yeah, it will be. Also, the link is, let me send the link up. Yeah, the link is up, y'all. Y'all are welcome to come on if you would like to. I have no problem with that. We could talk about boxing and more. Let me go look at some more boxing news. But yeah, you know, I was caught up on a false narrative. I'll tell you the truth about Mr. Luiz Ortiz. You know, with all this boogeyman talking and come out that the boogeyman don't want to come out the closet when it's time to. When it's time to go out there and fight real deal competition, You know, he getting paid a lot of money and don't want to go. He don't want to go step in the ring against Anthony Joshua for $5 million. So, you know, I was proved wrong. I was proved wrong. Let me see. What if Luiz Ortiz switch hit from southpaw to orthodox? What if Luiz Ortiz switch hit from southpaw to orthodox? That's something that he ain't never really did before. It'll be something that's unusual for him to do, and I think that it'll be dangerous for him to try to switch hit at this time in his career, going against a fast-handed fighter like Andy Ruiz. I think he need to keep it as regular as he can. Also, I really hate to say this because a lot of people gonna say, "Oh, because he's a Cuban and his Cuban background," that I'm wrong for saying this, but he a limited southpaw. He a limited southpaw. Luiz Ortiz. I don't know if it's because he's old or you know what I'm saying, or we assume that he's old, but he's limited. He does the same thing that most southpaws do. One dimensional, straight left hand all the time. One thing about Luiz Ortiz, he's a head hunter. He don't go to the body much. That's another flaw here. So I don't know how he plans to break down fighters, especially championship caliber. I don't know how you plan to break them down without going to their body, because he throws no body shots. You know. Also, y'all, like I said, the link up. If you want to come on the panel, you're welcome to come on the panel. They both got glass. Who got a? No, that boy. Not Andrew Ruiz don't have a glass chin. Andrew Ruiz done been down, but ain't nobody KO'd Andrew Ruiz. And what I saw today against him and Chris Arreola, the way he was getting caught, the way Joshua was caught him in them highlights I saw in his second fight, that boy got a good chin, man. That boy got a little chin. I mean, a good chin. The only chance I see Luiz Ortiz having is knocking him out early. Early. If he don't knock that boy out early, I don't see too much that Luiz Ortiz can do. Luiz Ortiz, I keep telling you, he just one dimensional. I see him. He has to catch him early. Or if he take him into the later rounds, he gonna get drowned, y'all. He gonna get drowned. Luiz Ortiz gonna fade out, and Ruiz hands don't stop coming. No matter how tired you may think he is, I know people look at him, oh, that little fat dude can fight. That little fat dude got fast feet. That dude got fast reaction time, fast hands. He got power. He can actually box. Good defense. Reminds me of Errol Spence. Only time you can really hurt or catch him is if he make a mistake or if you catch him opening up. There's too many disadvantages going on for Luiz Ortiz to win this fight, y'all. He old, don't nobody really know his age. You know what I'm saying? So that's what it is. Now I'm gonna try to wait to see if anybody gonna want to come on or anything like that. Other than that, I could basically end the video right now. Ain't no point going on. I ask that y'all support your boy Easy. He's going through some times right now. A lot of layouts going on. So you know what I'm saying? Go to Cash App, PayPal is available. If you can't find it, it's on the channel, it's on the description. So I ask you to, you know, support your boy Easy. But I'm trying to stay on to see if anybody else is gonna be on the channel or want to come on and discuss, you know, this fight or anything else going on in the sport of boxing. You know, but one thing that made me think differently about Andrew Ruiz winning his fight is the fact that he got outboxed by AJ in the second fight. You see what I'm saying? So when you look at it, a lot of people going to assume from the Cuban style and the Cuban, you know, once you hear that Cuban thing, once you know about boxing or you've been watching boxing, you know, a Cuban is like at the top echelon, the Floyd Mayweathers of amateur boxing, basically. So, you know, when you hear that about him, automatically people gonna think, oh, he gonna outbox Andrew Ruiz. He ain't. He ain't gonna do it. He only throws punches when he's in close quarters with you. Luiz Ortiz does not waste punches. He sits and he waits to counter opponents all night. Look what him and Deontay Wilder did in the second fight. They basically stood in front of each other for almost 8 rounds, man, because Luiz Ortiz would not create offense. He'll create it in the early rounds, especially if you hit size or smaller. But against them tall opponents, Luiz Ortiz, he ain't gonna charge them. He ain't gonna come at them like that. He gonna sit there and he gonna wait all night to try to counterpunch. Now he might do differently against Andrew Ruiz because he an inch taller than Andrew Ruiz, and he probably gonna wanna. His best option, his only option, is to get Andrew Ruiz out of there early, y'all. Andrew Ruiz is not gonna fade. His chin is too good. His boxing skills is too good. His defense is too good. Everything leads towards Andrew Ruiz, y'all. That's the way it's gonna be. That's the way I see it. Now I'm waiting on somebody to come on. If you want to come on to the panel, hey, the link is right up there. Please come on. Yeah, I know I don't mind talking about no boxing with nobody, baby. So if you want to come on, there it goes. Come on the panel, baby. We're gonna talk about this sport and what's going on. Now, also, from what I understand, y'all, this is a title eliminator for the WBC title. Also, I think the Helenius fight is going to also be a title eliminator with Wilder. So if Andrew Ruiz was to lose against, Luiz Ortiz, and Wilder was to beat Helenius, then we have another third fight between them two. A Wilder versus Luiz Ortiz. And even though I said what I said, right, if Luiz Ortiz somehow, some way beats Andrew Ruiz, Wilder still deserves his credit. Wilder still deserves his credit. Even though we can't call Luiz Ortiz the Boogeyman no more since we found out that he's really been ducking top level competition. I guess since he realized what Wilder did to him, he don't want to fight top caliber opponents no more. I gotta give a shout out to D-Town Blaster. You were right, my brother. He has ducked fighters. He ducked Dillian White. He ducked AJ. AJ wanted to pay him $5 million. He didn't want to fight. So that's what it is with him. Let me see. I'm gonna stay on like eight more minutes, y'all. Then I'm gonna go ahead and get off. Andrew Ruiz is Ali versus Ali. I don't even know who that is, bro. But I thank you for tuning in. I thank you new to the channel, Dari. I thank you for tuning in, bro. Who you going for in this fight? Who everybody? I got people on right now. Who y'all going for in this fight? Who y'all think gonna win? Also, like I said, if you have a bookie, I need to make as much money as I can, y'all. I'm telling y'all. If you got a bookie who bet on fights, let me know. Come in the comment section or app or whatever I need to go to. If you know what we could bet, if anybody want to bet on this fight, tell them come holler at your boy Easy. I got the best prediction, baby. And I'm telling y'all, Andrew Ruiz by 10th round, 11th round. No, 9, 10, 11. Rock with me now. I guarantee y'all that's what's going to happen. 9, 10, 11 round, Andrew Ruiz is stopping Luiz Ortiz. He's stopping him, baby. I got 7 more minutes on, man. Anybody welcome to come on if you want to. The link is up in the comments. You're welcome to come on. Yeah. But about that age thing with Luiz Ortiz, that's one of the biggest factors. And just watching him, you're going to watch his highlights and you'll see it yourself. He's very hesitant in the ring. He doesn't like to throw any punches, although he's accurate. He has a low punch output. You cannot have a low punch output fighting Andrew Ruiz. Andrew Ruiz fights like a welterweight or a middleweight. He throws a lot of punches. I'm telling y'all, I was very surprised as I watched. I forgot a lot about, Andrew Ruiz, man. Andrew Ruiz he did. As I was watching him, I always said Wilder would knock him out. I always said a lot of fighters would beat Andrew Ruiz. After watching that, I don't really think, you know what I'm saying, that a lot of fighters can really beat Andrew Ruiz like that. I think I'll tell you Tyson Fury will beat him because of the height. Wilder, I can't really say, y'all. And I know, I'm a Wilder fan too, but Wilder, I can't really say he'll knock out Andrew Ruiz. I mean, one punch, yeah, of course, he'll probably end his night, but that dude got a good chin. We'll just have to see. But y'all, that's my opinion of it. Look like ain't nobody coming on. So I'm going to go ahead and get off. I thank y'all for y'all love and y'all support. I ask y'all stay tuned. Boxing going to always be my core. It's going to always be my core, baby. Y'all see I got the notepad back up, baby. So y'all know when I make these predictions, when I put that notepad up, y'all know to already rock with your boy Easy because we going to win, baby. Bet your money. Bet your money on Andrew Ruiz. Holla at your boy. When you win, send a donation or something. Show your boy Easy some love. Because y'all know how I do. The king of predictions, baby. Especially for a dude that ain't never been in the ring before. You got to give me that credit, too. I ain't never boxed. You know, never been in the ring before boxing. You know what I'm saying? You know, so show your boy some love. I thank y'all. Stay tuned, man. Shout out to both of these fighters. May the best man win. May the Most High bless both of them and they come out the ring and everything be okay with them. May the Most High bless you all, and I pray that everybody who watched this video, who didn't watch this video, that we all be okay. And I love y'all. Thank y'all for y'all support. I'm out.